Ooh, I'm coming out of a book. How appropriate. I love that. Hey, guys, girls, genders, and genderlings, and gendings. Everybody. So I don't know if y'all caught my earlier stream from a few minutes ago, but I finally crossed over. What's today? October 23rd. That is my crossover anniversary. Hang on, there we go. Because Steve Jordan, the Shade Tree Intellectual, that has been a regular on this show for a long time, probably well over a year, was passing through my little town today. We got together, we got to hang out. We walked around downtown, we got a bite to eat, we chatted, we talked, and we did a little stream to say hi, and it's happening. It's- So Steve, thank you. The real test is going to be when he shows back up on a panel, because now I have the real and the virtual to compare. I'm still processing. I don't have a lot to say about it because I'm still processing it. That's what I do. I have like really intense experiences in the moment, and then I process them over the next few days. So what I'm going to do today is do a little short topic, and then I will drop the link, and we'll get a panel going. I was thinking today at work. I do a lot of channel strategizing at work, and I was trying to think. We talk about the beast. We talk about the shadow. We talk about all of the impulses in us that we're trying to overcome to be the best version of ourselves, or a better version. And we know what we're talking about: anger, rage, violence, lust, greed, all the seven sins, maybe, I guess, ego, vanity. Everything I'm reaching for that light for, to transcend, not to overcome, not to defeat, but to expand beyond into some region higher, or at least not that. And I started thinking of what are the ways that humans have done that? What are the ways that we do rise above our lower nature, our lizard brain? What are the ways we have found to transcend ourselves? And I came up with a few that I want to start offering as kind of pillars to build this community on and around. Um, I thought, of course, of reason, the ability to think and learn and be educated and have knowledge and share knowledge. That's certainly a way that humans have found to rise above their feral natures. Art. Art is another way. Creativity, creating things, making beauty, all of that. That raises us above. It takes more. I guess the point of all of these things is it takes more than just that. If you tried to do these things and only draw on your lower impulses, you wouldn't reach the heights that are capable in each of these domains. Um, Virtue is another one. The good, like reaching for the good in each moment, not just going off of our instinctive action, but reaching, trying to, that's a human activity of trying to find and do the good. That is definitely from a higher nature, and helps to transcend that beast. So I would say virtue, ethics, morality. How should we behave toward each other? How should we behave toward our fellow man? How should we treat our fellow human being? How should we act in any given situation? What act or choice should we make or take? Love, connection. I'm talking at this point just human love, because I've reached the spiritual heights just off of human love alone. Connection, community, that whatever happens between people that ties them together, and it's like more than just their own self. I think that all helps us to rise above. Having a healthy community, family, support network, that kind of stuff. I'm including all of that in love. Everything that's pro-social that connects us as humans, I think can raise us above our instincts. Or maybe these are just higher instincts, but still, if they're higher, those are the ones you want to follow, right? And I also thought of what was that? Reason, thinking, art, creativity, connection, love, and morale, virtue. And then fun, enjoyment, entertainment, the ability to experience joy and all that. And so I'm kind of having that as a separate category. So what I did is I went to the AI and they gave me little summaries and stuff. So I'm going to go through some of that and then I will drop the link. Oh wow, I like this one about love. How we overcome isolation and ego. The binding principle of humanity. This can include friendship, compassion, and even spirituality. All right, here we go. Actually, now that I'm looking at this, it gets really, the AI goes really deep into each one of these. I might just do each one as a topic. But that's the kind of things I want to foster here. I want to foster creativity. So, kind of like a little studio, workshop, laboratory. Well, let's say the studio. Why do we do that? We can start mapping out areas and calling them things. So we have a studio here. We have a laboratory where we can explore things and figure things out and get insight and learn, and that's the thinking part. Um, we have the gay bar for straight men. That's our entertainment. That revelry and carnival and spirit of fun. I'd say for the love and connection part, we have the entire community. We don't even need a separate space because that's something that hopefully would happen on all of the spaces. And then virtue and morality. We have, I guess we kind of have the sanctum or the chapel or something we could, where we try to be better people, help each other be better people, find ways we can be better people, create tools that can help us do that, all that stuff. So I want to start building space for all of that on here. And the AI is calling them modes of transcendence, which works for me. So I'm going to keep. I'm going to read you a little thing the AI wrote, kind of for inspiration. Actually, it gave me several versions. Let me try to find one I like. It gave me a few taglines that I can use to promote my channel. You can tell me what you think of these. Rising above the beast through art, reason, virtue, love, and fun. Half beast, half human. Trying to make it mean something. Number 3, learning to rise together, one honest conversation at a time. 5 ways we rise above instinct and remember who we are, and not saints, not animals, just men trying to stay human. Um, it says we're animals with imaginations, half beast, half something better. Every day we walk that line between instinct and aspiration, appetite and meaning. We fight, we build, we connect, we create, we screw it up, and we try again. What makes us human isn't just our intelligence or our opposable thumbs. It's the ways we rise above the beast in us without pretending that it's not there. We do it through art, by turning pain and chaos into beauty and meaning. Through reason, by trying to understand the world instead of just reacting to it. Through virtue, by taming the beast and earning our self-respect. I want to do a whole topic on self-respect because I think that is the key. The key. I think genuine respect for another human being is one of the highest forms of connection or one of the gateways through to the highest form of connection, and I think self-respect is probably the same counterpart internally to that. I've never thought of self-respect. I definitely know respect for others, and it's a very rare thing. Through love, by remembering that we're not alone in this fight. And what I'm learning more and more, let me do fun. And through fun, by laughing, playing, and remember to actually live while we're here. These are the 5 ways we stay human, the 5 drives that keep us reaching for something higher, even when everything around us is falling apart. The remembering we're not alone in this fight thing, that we're all connected. I'm thinking of Christ and the concept of taking on the sins of the world. And I think that's my gateway to Christ because I'm really relating to that. And right now, Christ is almost more interesting to me than Satan because he provides. Satan takes on sins as a scapegoat because other people put their sins on Satan. And Satan don't give a fuck. He invented sin, so you can put all the sins on him you want. He got that shit. He can handle it, and he's just going to reflect it right back to you. All right, Frank, bring me some. I didn't I rushed to start the stream. I didn't have time for coffee. Um, Christ is doing it in a way where, like, he enters into the human condition. It's to fully experience and know the human condition. Is it Campbell Scott? I've gotten that a lot too. Also, Pee Wee Herman and Tony Hawk and Toby Maguire. Um, the more you become aware of and embrace your darkness, your all the things about you that make you that icky human creature, animal, beast creature, monkey creature. Hey, Pat. Um, and the more you see it in others, you realize that, yes, I'm this fucked up creature, but we're all that. That is the human condition. Like being that being that's vulnerable to those very primal instincts. And then somehow being more of that at the same time, but at least entering into that, like the lowest, the worst of us, that we all have the capacity to experience, and fully knowing that. And you would think that sounds like a satanic thing, to know sin and fully enter into sin, but it's Christ taking that on to fully experience so that he can understand it. He's not shrinking from it. He's not judging it. He's not trying to change it. He's trying to fully enter into it and accept it, experience it, and accept it. And then, when you can fully know it, so I guess to know the good, we talk about knowing the good, you have to know the evil. Then he can begin to transmute it in his light, the light of Christ, or the light of love. And so that's kind of what I'm thinking of when like we're all connected. We all have the potential to be connected by love or something higher, but we're all connected by the human condition. And Christ entered into that and thus also became part of that connection. And so perhaps Christ is a way to center the common experience of I don't want to call it wretchedness, but less than less than what we could be. We all fall short of our potential. Every one of us, no matter who we are. We all behave in animalistic ways that the human part of us probably wishes we didn't and is not proud of, but that's part of who we are as well. And so we're connected, I guess we're connected by the beast. And if we find ways to transcend the beast, we can be connected by higher ways as well. Oh, is it, I can see you, Busker. You're here. I see you. I'm going to drop the link right now. Let's get a panel up in this hizzy. All right, come on up. In the meantime, I'll keep yakking. Tomorrow's Friday. Oh, did I talked about it on the morning stream, but I'll recap it again. I'm going to start to structure the content on the channel a little more, and we're going to have different types of shows for different days of the week. So right now, what I'm going with, and I'm open to feedback. We can change it. We're still in experiment mode. We always will be in some sense. Mondays are going to be support night. Men's support. It's going to be men's night, and they can come up, talk about issues going on in their life, anything they need support for, and we're going to have a theme or topic that if nobody needs support, then we can just share our experiences on a certain topic related to support or men's mental health, etc. Tuesdays are going to be storytelling night. We're going to have a larger theme of how stories shape us, like a different aspect of that topic each week. But the bulk of the stream is just going to be people coming up, just telling stories, just an entertaining story. And this is I would really like it if Mike Cerrone would help me host this night, because that's the kind of stories I'm looking for. And as we experience the stories, we can tie them in. Those of us that want to can tie them into this larger, like, educational layer of how we're shaped by stories and how we can use stories. Wednesdays and Saturdays are going to be members only. Fridays are going to be free for all. So starting tomorrow night, we're going to do our Friday free for all. There's not going to be topics. It's just come up, play, cut up. The gay bar is open. That we need to name our gay bar. That is going to be the night that we can just let loose, have fun, cut up, laugh, all that stuff. So those will be Friday nights. And then Thursday, I want to kind of leave open for experimental. Like, that's the night for me to try new things. And the things that happen on the member stream on Wednesdays and Saturdays, Thursday's a good night to start rolling some of that out. So we have a guest. Welcome, my brother. What is on your avatar? Jesus, and it looks, I was about to say, you look very holy with that cross above you. That's perfect. Welcome. What's up? We're not able to hear you. I know you come to make us laugh. Mostly at you. But sometimes I guess at other panelists. I think it's good to laugh at yourself. I think it's healthy to be able to laugh at yourself. It's very empowering because an ability to laugh at yourself will disempower a lot of your enemies' attempts to try to push your buttons. Are you there, Busker? I could just sit and look at Kentucky Fried Jesus all night, too. That's a cool avatar. Yeah, when you get to a certain age, I guess it is, Frank. Am I older than you, or are you older than me? I don't remember. Or are we the same age? Oh, it's not working? He's saying his mic's not working. You want to try to drop off and come back, and maybe it'll reset? Let me check your set. Before you do that, though, let me check your settings on my end. Um, Try now, maybe? No. Yeah, the only thing I could think of is maybe leave and come back. Hey, Zephyr. Just hanging out with my peeps, the boys, Busker and Frank, and me. One big happy crew. And I don't know if you saw Zephyr. I met my first panel person, like in this YouTube thing. Steve Jarrett Jordan, stopped by. He's passing through, and we hung out. And it was weird because you live in like you're hanging out in person, like you know each other. Because it's Steve, you do know each other. But it's different than the way you know someone when you're sitting behind a screen. And so I had like both worlds going in my head. And the whole time I'm like, I can't believe I'm sitting here with Steve. This is YouTube Steve. But we're in person. This is weird. Steve was a regular for a while. In fact, he still is. He's just very busy. Steve is the rare person with an actual life who doesn't have a lot of time to play on YouTube. I didn't know that you had Jewish roots. Do you want me to play it? I wasn't playing your stuff lately because I wasn't sure where you stood with the copyright thing. But if I have your permission to play it, I can play it. I mean, after all, we are here to transcend. Even if it's taste that we're transcending. Frank has been doing some fun, that's one of our categories, some fun AI work lately. I'll drop his channel if you want to check it out. Particularly if you like barnyard animals and songs about them. All right, well, we're going to play one of Frank's latest. Lord, what am I in for? This is not going to... Am I still going to have a channel after this? Is this one of your trolls? All right. Let us hear something about probably a cow and a chicken. I don't know. Here we go. Frank. What is this saying? Is this getting my channel in trouble? Frank, nobody's gonna understand this. Orthodox chicken. I'll see what my numbers do. If they start to drop too much, I'm turning it off. Sexy tight. Alright, this is good. This part's good. Yeah, gotta give it to me. Did you write these lyrics yourself? Certainly not from memory. Ooh, I like the rhythm. This is good rocking. See, art. Frank brought fun and creativity. He hit two bingo spots tonight, all by himself. Sexy guitarra. Oh, this inspires me. It makes me want to dance with like a hot matador or something and eat tacos and do something with guacamole. Frank, I got it. I was ready to rib you. This is good. this is powerful. This AI is powerful stuff. Even like look at Frank even has power now. Well, it's a sexy soul. Thank you, Frank. I'm honored. Seriously, I'm honored. Thank you for your contribution. All right. Well, man, it's only been half an hour. If no one comes up though, I could end early. I don't have to stream. I could take a night off. Tomorrow's gonna be our Friday free for all. You, you, yeah, you have your own way of helping. Is it? Is it the same mic, or did you get something new? Well, I'll be out tomorrow too. Oh, okay. Um, thanks, Zephyr. I got it. Ooh, it wants me to sign in. I'm not signing in. I have a SoundCloud account. I love this. People are making music. They're making videos, even movie type stuff. I'm even doing a little bit of it when I have the time. That's another reason I want to reduce my hours because I want time to play with all of this too. I barely have time to recover on the weekends. All right, well I'll go like a couple of more minutes and then. Are you talking about the Taurus moon? He's doing a 5-part series of my birth chart where he animates my birth chart with a video. And the Taurus moon, I've been thinking about a lot. In fact, I'll play that one. But before I play it, I want to preface it with because I've been looking into what the moon means in astrology and Saturn, all of that. Saturn is the father. Saturn is daddy. Saturn is the imposer of limits, rules, structure. And mine is retrograde, which means it's moving away from the Earth. And there's many ways you can interpret this, but this is kind of what's just been coming up for me. The moon is your bodily instincts, your sexuality, everything that's kind of below your rational mind. And full moon is when it's at its peak and most intense, and you have the light that illuminates. So it's also at its most illuminating. Yeah, I told him that. I said this is by far like I think this is one of the best things he's ever done. And it's at the zenith of the sky. And get this, y'all, it's in the um, ninth house, which is the house of communication, public speaking, broadcasting, YouTube channels, panels. And so you have a really intense sexuality, and you have the receding father. So that is like the quest for the father right there. And that is the only thing happening above the horizon. Everything else in my chart is happening below the horizon. So the only thing going on in the sky the night I was born is this moon daddy thing. And it's in the house of public broadcasting. So all of that is kind of tied together on here many times. You were looking for yours? Your mom sent you to go tell dad it was time to come home, come for dinner. Go get your father, son. All right, I'm going to pull up Moose's new video. I played it this morning, but it's really that good. We can play it again. Um, Hang on, let me get to his channel. All right, here it comes, y'all. Taurus, Taurus moon. Oh yeah, I didn't even get to the Taurus part, but here, I'm gonna drop while this goes. Actually, no, because I'm gonna comment as it plays. There was some little parts.
The chase is done. The signal's gone.
He had asked me for a photo while he was working on this, that he was gonna do something with it, and I was at work. I couldn't send a photo, but I asked him what kind of photo he needed, and he ended up doing the video without the photo, and it's amazing. So I'm trying to figure out what part, like where the photo would go. Like if he could do all this without a photo, imagine when you do a photo. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. That's so imaginative. I love kind of the classical operatic feel. Frank, as Frank would say, the gay feel. I love the color of the stone. I think Moose might be in touch with his inner gay more than I am. Or maybe I inspired him. Look, this is... How cool is that? Is this my daddy? Look at the... One of those wavy lines. Look at that. Wow. You get to see both levels. Uh-oh. Am I spawning? Yeah, this hummingbird is fierce. Look at that. Taurus is an earth sign, so I think we're getting a lot of the earth here. Taurus is grounded, stable, sometimes to the point of being fixed and rigid. It's also ruled by Venus, which is the planet of connection. And I am a demisexual. I connect through sexuality. I can't just like have sex. It's a deep emotional, spiritual experience. I love this. Watch this heart. Watch. See how it just kind of fades and then it becomes the opening of
Saturn's promise.
Saturn's promise, and that's the daddy figure. The absent father, the dark father. Look at that, how he's, oh man.
I am home.
Oh. Did you tell it to use trans colors? Or did it pick those all on its own? It really is. Yeah, the inner, oh my God, the inner daddy. Zephyr, let's do tarot one day. Remember that time you came up and gave that not the where we went through the website reading, but you came up and I think you just kind of flipped a card and talked about it for the day, like a daily reading thing. That was kind of cool. In fact, I'm out tomorrow for Friday Free for All. You could drop it in that mix. All right, everyone. I think I'm going to wind down. I had an active day. I did my little hangout with Steve earlier and introduced these new modes of transcendence or domains of activity that I want to try to foster on the panel. So if whichever ones you're able to help with or feel moved to help with, as many or as if you want to focus on one area and you feel like you have something to offer really strong in that one area, No, he had to run. He has another friend he's meeting with, and he's only here for one night, and then he has to check into the hotel. So I was fortunate enough to get like a couple of hours with him, and then or like if you're good at two or three and you want to do a little bit in each, just let me know. I'm looking to build kind of a team for each one. And to recap real quick, the okay, Zephyr, how about I play it tomorrow for that it can like help set the vibe for the Friday thing. Yeah, and I will. I'll listen to it. Um the intellectual stuff, thinking, how we try to make sense of things and find truth and study and gain insight and education. So that component, learning, education, discovery, um, love, connection, community, building the network, building the community, bringing people together, helping foster positive relationships, all that stuff. Fun, entertainment, things we can do on here for fun, games, um, activity like creating musicals together, anything fun. Um, Virtue, how to be better people, how to find and do the good, ways to start doing that. And what was the other one? Creativity, art, bringing creative activities, creative workshop. Maybe we could do like classes where we do all do art together or something, or make an AI video together. Just I want to spur creativity on this channel, but in a way that people can show up and do hands-on creativity instead of just talk about it. We can actually be creative together, and then whatever we create can like feed into the channel and outward into the YouTube verse. Yes, play. Thank you. That's even. Oh my God, that's even. I think better than fun. Fun and play. Funtelligent. I told you about the group I ran, and we decided that we were funtelligent. Play was my. I was a grandma's boy. She lived across the street, and she's kind of the one that raised me and knew how to relate to me and everything. And she wanted nothing more than the kids to enjoy being kids and to play. And so she was always telling us to go play. Like, y'all go play. Go play with the play this, go play this. She really encouraged play, and her face lit up with joy when she could watch her grandkids play and have fun. And so I was kind of fostered in this atmosphere of play. Like, children were not expected to do chores all day long and be super responsible. She wanted us to make the most of our childhood by enjoying the play element, participation. And so I have this really strong play ethos. Plus, I'm Cajun. Cajuns don't do anything if it's not fun. We work very hard, but we're gonna enjoy ourselves while we do it. We're gonna make it fun. We're not gonna work just to work. So we incorporate fun and play into everything: song, dance, laughter, revelry. And so play is very, very important to me. I do every when something becomes too much work, it's time to stop. If that play or that fun element is missing, I'm in the wrong place or doing the wrong activity. Which one? The Justin Wilson? I guarantee. Clickbait. Oh, I did. Serpents on the Stream was good. Clickbait rhythm, I don't think I have. How about I close out on that one instead of my usual music? We'll close out about a song Frank wrote about the panel verse. And just to clarify, because I've been catching a lot of flack about this panel verse thing, like I've suddenly turned against the panel verse. I never was panel verse. I was kind of on the edge of the panel verse, and the people would trickle over to my world, but I never hung out in the panel verse. I don't know a lot of the Panelverse lore. I don't know a lot of the players. I know a few of the big ones. I've seen maybe a little bit of their work. And from the outside looking in, as somebody who works in mental health, the Panelverse just seems dysfunctional. it seems like one of the environments that the people that come to us from help for help have in their background that we're trying to help them to heal from. And I see people that I know in the panelverse, and it just brings out the worst in them. If you want to face your shadow, maybe the panelverse does have value. If you want to face your shadow, maybe the panelverse is the like that'll really bring it out of you. And so it's more for I'm viewing the panelverse in relation to where I'm trying to take my channel, which is somewhere that has potential for good for the world, somewhere mainstream, like open to a much broader audience, a channel for healing and enlightenment and that kind of stuff. I don't really like the word positivity. That's not what I'm going for here. As and those of you who watch the channel know, we're not all happy, sweetness and light, positive all the time. And the panelverse just seems to be moose. Oh, dude, watch my video before this one. It's like about 5 minutes long. I met my first person from this community. Stopped by my town today. I don't know if you remember Steve. They used to drop by here with the beard. He does the men's work. We hung out today and we did a little live stream to say hi. It was interesting. It inspired me for more. It showed me this community thing can happen. People can start connecting in person. They can start building little groups on the ground that yeah, he came in. We had dinner. We hung out and had dinner. He was my first one. I broke my YouTube virginity. Oh, Moose, we just watched your video. Everybody is talking about it. Everybody agrees with me because they know I'm always right anyway. It is, you outdid yourself on this one. This is the one. I mean, this is the direction to shoot for. You know what though? You are in creative mode and you're experimenting. You try every genre out there. You're old Thomas Edison mixing up the medicine. Play. You just play. Just go play. Just play your ass off with this thing. Explore whatever hits your brain. No rules. I mean, from a virtue perspective, you could cut back on the trollish attack video thing, but I'm gonna you the artist. I don't tell artists how to do their art. Instead of click, because I haven't seen clickbait yet. All right, so I should watch clickbait privately and then do serpents on the stream. All right, I will take the artist advice. Which one? Number one or two? Either version? Well, all right, I'll pick the one with the best picture. Let's do the little lady. All right, here we go. This is a song about the panel. I'm going to end on it actually, so I'm going to go off stream. And when the song ends, I'll just end the stream. Yeah, me too. You have to work really hard to offend me. I really don't offend easily. Mostly because that's one of the tenets of Satanism, actually. I went over it. The freedom to offend and to encroach on that freedom. How does it go? Fuck. All right. Because this is one of the things that drew me into Satanism in the first place. The freedoms of others should be respected, including the freedom to offend. To willfully and unjustly encroach upon the freedoms of another is to forego one's own. And so I think it's perfectly okay to offend. In fact, I think as a Satanist, I encourage it. I embrace it. I think it's good for people to be offended. It's not going to hurt you. Nothing's going to happen to you. Offense is not an emotion that's going to hurt you in any kind of way. It just piques your vanity and your ego. That's all. So, um, but also I'm working on that whole shadow thing. I guess I should get a little more. I don't know, y'all. We're transitioning. I'm transitioning. I don't know what's happening. I don't know where I'm going. Um, let's hear about the serpents on the stream, a song Frank wrote about the panel verse from an deeply studied perspective. All right, here we go. And then I will see you all on Friday night. Thank you, everybody. Love you. Take care. Have a good rest of your week, and let's party it up tomorrow.
Neon lights, a glossy grin, they sit up on their chairs. Panel verse on YouTube, baby lipstick and vacant stares. They sip the sound of headlines, sweet as candy, like a dream. But listen close, behind the chorus, honey, hear those snakes that scheme. Oh, serpents on the string, they whisper like a sin. They twist a little story, watch the trouble creep right in. They trade your name for pennies, turn a whisper to a scream. I keep my record spinning low while serpents slither on the stream. Cameras clap like cymbals, applause in candlelight. They fling around the rumors like they're feathers in the night. Panelists with glassy jokes and teeth that flash like chrome, they build a storm from silence and call the chaos home. Oh, serpents on the stream, they whisper like a sin. They twist a little story, watch the trouble creep right in. They trade your name for pennies, turn a whisper to a scream. I keep my record spinning low while serpents slither on the stream. Darling, you can read the comments, see the vultures on parade, pinned like trophies, pretty lies, every lie a serenade. They preen beneath the floodlight, counting followers like kin. But when the feed goes quiet, it's only dust in the bin. I remember sweeter mornings when a word was worth a hand. Now they barter hearts for clout, make a kingdom out of sand. So take your cameras, darling, keep your panels, keep the scene. I'll hum my honest melody and wash my conscience clean. Oh, serpents on the stream, they whisper like a sin. They twist a little story, my record spinning low while serpents slither on the stream. So let them piss and moan, let them sharpen up their lies. I'll tuck my truth in velvet and cover up my eyes. When morning finds the city and the neon loses gleam, I'll be the